Hi, I'm going to share a little bit today, some more secrets on playing the Native American Style Flute. This flute is in the key of G minor. Something that's come up here lately is, what do you do? I'm playing the same thing over and over again. I'm hitting a wall. I'm in a rut. It seems to be a very common thread in the questions I'm getting. So one thing that I wanted to share, there are many different scales that you can use. And I briefly covered this before. I went over the regular mode 1 and mode 4, the major versus the minor scales. Again, mode 1 is starting at the bottom and playing the regular minor scale. The major scale is starting at the second hole up and using that as your kind of start and stopping point. Major scale. Mode 4, you're keeping this hole down instead of the third one down, keeping this one down. And that's your kind of home base. That turns a G flute into a C flute. So you've got two minor scale flutes here. Another scale that I really like to use is, I kind of look at it as an Arabian type sound. I've heard it called the Gypsy or Spanish Gypsy scale. And this is how that one works. So learn that one again, speed it up after you learn that basic scale. Play it faster and faster until you're really comfortable with where those notes are, and then you can kind of jump around in that scale. Just kind of play around, have fun with it, see what combinations, what notes you like together or next to each other, things like that, instead of just going up and down the scale. Mix them up a little bit to add some more interest. And here's the blues scale. There's an extra note in there. So that one, kind of a cross finger deal, is the extra note. You can half hole up here or slide. You don't always have to include that. That's kind of that blue note. Again, the basic blues scale. thing that will help a lot of people is to play a totally different style. I've got my computer set up here, and I've gone to YouTube and I've typed in backing track G. I'm doing a G minor, so I look for a G minor backing track. This one says it's a Joe Bonamassa style backing track, jam in G. I've never played with this before, so I'm going to play it. It'll have a chord progression. Idea of how the song goes for most of it. So I'm going to go back. So you get kind of a feel for how that tune goes, and after you have learned your scale, and again that was just the regular G minor scale on a G minor flute, you kind of know where those notes are. Now if you're really starting out with this and it's totally new to you, one thing that I remember hearing, if you're playing, if the note you land on doesn't sound quite right, go one note up or down, and it'll probably work. So let's try that again. I'll give you an example. Here's one Pink Floyd backing track, G minor. A little jazzy. So I've never played to that before. Part of the reason how I can do that, I mentioned this before, I think, in one of my tutorials. I listen to a lot of music. In my commute to work, I walk to work, and I'm listening to music about 2 hours a day just in my commute. I listen to music at home, in between things. It's playing in the background. I love music. I listen to it. I kind of absorb it. So I know how a musical phrase is likely to go, how the progression usually is put together, or what is likely to come next. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? Something like that. And I know what the basic scale is and how I can use that. So I've done this a few times, and after you've done it a few times, you'll be able to kind of anticipate where that tune might be going next. And this is a key to playing with other players also. Somebody that really knows what they're doing and plays a regular song, you will probably be able to figure out where they're going to go with it next. Let's try a blues type deal. See if I can find one of those. Minor blues backing track, G minor. Let's see what that is. So that should give you some ideas of using different scales, using them in some different types of situations. You might just pick up like a drum track, a drum backing track. Something really simple like that. Mix up different scales with different types of tracks. One of the things that I will be looking at doing in another video coming up are embellishments, things to liven up your scales, things that go in between notes, passing notes or flourishes, things like that. And that's going to be taking quite a bit of time on that one. I think I've taken enough time on this. If you have any questions, any other things that you want me to look at and review for you, let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope this helps the secrets of the native flute help to give you a better start in playing these beautiful instruments, the absolute best that we can. Thanks for watching.